Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Critical Condition. I'm your host for this week, Mitchell, and right over here is Mario.
Hello.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, so we're doing a little bit of a different format this week,
Indeed.
but you'll understand as we go along. But I just want to ask Mario, what games have you been playing this week apart from Xenoblade?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is my life at the moment.
I know.
It's the only thing I've been playing. I'm actually quite surprised of how low the scores were for this game. When I mean low, like I would expect like a 9, maybe a 9.2.
Yeah. Well, I think it was because it was on the Switch that they kind of...
Maybe, and look, the graphics are a little bit jaggy as well, which is unfortunate, but it's such a monumental game. Like, I've been playing for 329 hours now. That's nearly 2 months of, like, full-time work that I've put into this game, and I've loved every minute of it. The story is fantastic.
Look, I know we're a gaming show.
Yeah.
But you need a life.
I know, right? I know, it's terrible. But seriously, the story is fantastic. The collection of the blades is absolutely amazing. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, because I've enjoyed, even when we're opening up the bloody well
the core
shards
crystals. Yep.
and that, I like seeing what's coming up next.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck, this looks awesome."
Yeah.
And then you only get a normal one. I'm still like, that's
Yeah.
alright, because the animations that they do when they open up and then the little stories that they give,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Look, it's just such a great game. The open world of it is fantastic. The terrain, the monsters are very imaginative. There is jank in the game. Like, there is a couple of annoying things. Like, for example, when you're trying to pick a lock or something like that, or a treasure chest, you might need Earth Mastery times 4, which means four of the equipped blades must have Earth Mastery.
Yeah.
Or depending on, like, higher level ones have like level 3, level whatever.
Yeah.
But it's annoying to having them to switch over. Like, when you have to switch them into your actual party, when you have so many blades that already have that, it would have been nice for that to be just streamlined. It would have been a lot easier to do.
Yeah, like a carryover effect with
Yeah,
but I understand where you're coming from with that.
But that's my only gripe with it. A lot of reviewers said that every time you get like a collection point, if it's botany, for example, if you have a blade with botany, he says a dialogue line like, the fauna of something. I can't remember right now, even though I played it so much. But
this weed is some good shit.
This weed is some good shit, man. No, but seriously, can't get you high, man. No, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't even remember what he says. Like, and I've heard it thousands of times. I just tune it out, I guess. Some people can tune that out. Some people can't. But look, if I were I'm in chapter 8, so I've got 2 chapters to go. If this game has crept into my top 5 of all time.
Fair enough.
Like, I've just enjoyed it so much that I think Monolith Soft, I believe, have done such a fantastic job with this game. They actually helped Zelda.
That's a kind of a double entendre, isn't it? Monolith Soft.
Oh, Jesus. So they actually helped Zelda develop their open world for Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
So, the pedigree is there. I'm just excited to see what these guys do next. Like, if they announce Xenoblade Chronicles 3, like, in the next year or 2, I'm losing my mind. I'm telling you right now, I'm losing my mind. What about you? What have you been playing?
Yeah, just been playing League and a bit of Empire Total War.
Mm-hmm.
But,
A bit of Empire.
Yeah.
Changing it up a bit.
Yeah, you know me. I like world domination.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go somewhere dark there, but I'm like, no, can't go that way.
No, it's frowned upon.
Indeed. Because of our internet over our place, it's just complete crap.
Yeah.
So when I get into League of Legends and start going really well, and then the lag just kills me, I just get pissed off. So I go into Empire. And
are you finally getting a better connection? Did you convince your housemates or not yet?
So they're actually giving me a call tomorrow at TPG. So,
All right, hopefully.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm hoping to just get rid of them because TPG is shit. Yeah, don't like them.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, it's I've been watching a bit of the League of Legends esports as well.
Yep.
Watching a few of the top gamers play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's what I've been doing this week.
I forgot to tell you, I played a little bit of Dragon Ball Fighters.
No, you did. You told me how badly you got wrecked.
Yeah, I got wrecked, man. I played 10 online matches, didn't win one. I just got absolutely annihilated, so I don't know. I my gaming confidence is down at the moment. I need to get more blades.
Anyway, moving along. So this week we've got 2 gaming news points that we're going to be discussing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering if you wanted to go into the first gaming point.
Sure. So it's reported that Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to be on the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Xbox Game Pass is?
No, because I don't have an Xbox.
Okay, so...
But it's kind of like the PSN network, isn't it?
Similar, but that for Xbox is called Xbox Games with Gold.
Oh, okay.
This thing is like a Netflix subscription. Every month they curate games that you can play. They announced that first-party games like Forza, Gears of War, the upcoming Sea of Thieves are all going to be available day one on that Game Pass.
Yeah.
Why this is so massive is that the Game Pass is only $10.95 a month. Like, if you're an Xbox, like if you own an Xbox and you mainly play on Xbox, you'd be ridiculously stupid not to have this.
Yeah.
Just because it saves you money, and it also helps you try. Not helps you, but it makes you try games or genres that you thought, you would have never tried because there was such an entry point, meaning you had to spend more money to, try your luck. But what's important is that Rise of the Tomb Raider is not a first-party game. And it's a big, not launch game, but it's a big AAA title.
Yeah.
And that's going to be available. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, anything that can save your money as a gamer,
well, exactly.
You're gonna jump at the chance to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't get review copies or anything like that yet. So we're still, paying our own way. And all the money you can save, the better.
Exactly, yeah. Especially when you're working in retail and you're not getting paid that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need better jobs.
I reckon. Just incidentally, I also wanted to mention that if you're in the PlayStation Network, like if you got PS Plus, actually a really awesome sale going on at the moment. I picked up Agents of Mayhem for like $20, the deluxe edition.
The deluxe.
Right. Yeah. So, granted the game didn't review well, but you can't go wrong for Agents of Mayhem at $20, man.
Yeah, especially deluxe.
Yeah, it's like, go out there, support that game. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you know how it is though. People get, they get a bad review and people believe the reviews.
Yeah.
But half the time it just comes down to personal preference.
Definitely.
But yeah, so the second topic of the gaming news this week is Cyberpunk 2077.
I cannot wait for this game.
Yeah, I was looking at the trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't explain what the game is about.
Nope. It's just a teaser.
Yeah. The graphics, though, from that trailer alone, it's just, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that came out like nearly 3 years ago.
Yeah, far out.
Yeah.
And
3? Yeah, roughly when The Witcher 3 released, they released that trailer, or just before. Something around there.
Incidentally, they're the same production studio that are making this.
That's right. So CD Projekt Red is, CD Projekt Red is such a renowned studio for gamers. They basically had mountains of free DLC for The Witcher, and then they had 2 DLC expansions, but basically each expansion was like 20 or 30 hour gameplay added onto the heavy gameplay of the original. Like, I think I played The Witcher 3 for like 100 and something hours.
Yeah.
I still haven't done the DLC. The Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. I just haven't done the DLC because I'm playing other games, but
Yeah.
I will get back to it. Like, I really want to go back to
Yeah,
it.
but funnily enough, they were saying that this is the most ambitious game that they've ever done. So, and they've also said that it's open-ended world, open-ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
open-ended world.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a quote from the CEO if you wanted to read it.
So the quote from Adam Kaczynski.
Close.
I'm guessing I'm saying that's almost right. The president and joint CEO of CE Project Red, he said, "Our goal is to establish a new blockbuster franchise from the beginning. We work in a new universe, a futuristic universe," which I find pretty awesome.
So it's such a departure
Yeah.
from The Witcher 3, fantasy sort of setting.
It was like a fantasy
Medieval.
Yeah. Now this is a
Fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah, futuristic. He goes, "We believe it's very appealing to players, not only RPG players, but this is a true RPG, like Witcher 3, for mature audiences." Yes, I get to play it and I don't get in trouble.
Now.
Yeah.
Only an hour and then off to bed.
It's handcrafted, detailed, of course, open world with open-ended gameplays.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that statement from him and the game itself?
Look, it's telling me that it's going to obviously open world like The Witcher. When they say ambitious, I don't know whether they're going to change the genre of the RPG. Like, are they going to go shooter RPG?
I think they're saying ambitious as in the scale of
the
how
scope
big it's
of it.
going to be. Yeah.
Dude, The Witcher 3 is massive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It leaves me speechless to think that they are going to create a game that is more expansive than The Witcher, and like visually going to be a lot more appealing, a lot more busy, because obviously you're in the future.
But by the looks of it, it's like it is that far futuristic that they could have an open-ended world and then as an expansion have a separate world or storyline, something along those lines. Just
I wonder if they're going to make it single player, or they might open up to the idea of multiplayer. Like, we don't know.
Awesome, yeah.
We don't know what this game is going to be. Like, there's no gameplay. There's no nothing.
They've shrouded it in darkness. They're just like releasing like a little carrot on a string, and everybody's running towards it. And
do you imagine if it's
like yanking it away?
If it comes out roughly at the same time that Anthem comes out, and it actually ends up being a game like Anthem, like that would be an not thinking that this is going to happen. This is just me talking out of my ass, but. If that happens, that'd be pretty interesting. But I believe it's going to be single player. There's nothing indicating to us that it's going to be multiplayer. But it'll be interesting nonetheless. I think it. So single player, the inventory management they have to sort of sort out. I don't really like Western games that give you like a weight limit on the stuff you carry.
Yeah.
It's quite annoying.
Because then you have to do a stats tree where you're able to increase the weight limit that you can carry and blah blah blah, kind of like they did in Fallout. Yeah,
Witcher does it too with strength.
Yeah,
like most RPGs, they tend to do it with strength, but I don't know. It just annoys me. It's not game breaking for me. It just kind of pisses me off that you can't because I like to carry all the ruins and stuff that I get. And then I have to discard some. I'm like, I don't want to discard stuff. I just want to keep everything.
And then
let me hoard. I'm playing a game. Let me hoard.
You just want it there so that
just in case.
Inevitably, if you need it, it's there. You don't have to go all the way back to like a checkpoint, a town, or bloody or stash that you've got. And I understand that part of it. That's the thing that annoys me. Then you just throwing all your crap out and then. Have to come back for it later, so that adds more time that you could.
Yeah, it adds more time. It creates an unnecessary sort of flow to the game.
Yeah.
That is unnecessary. It's extending gameplay without having game in between.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like just inventory management. Like, come on, just streamline the thing.
It definitely looks like a very interesting game. Can't wait to see it come out and see what it actually is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You need to play The Witcher, my friend.
Yeah, I started playing it, and then what came up? I think
Star Wars Battlefront.
It was either that or Destiny.
I think it was Destiny.
Yeah. And then I stopped.
But we don't play Destiny anymore.
No.
It's a shame.
Because I don't know, they didn't market the expansion that well.
The expansion was pretty crappy too.
Yeah, I didn't even go into it.
I went in it for a day and went, no, can't be bothered.
Yeah, I don't know.
It didn't help that we left at the peak of raiding and everything else. We went overseas, but there's heaps of people that don't like Destiny at the moment. Just a lot of problems with Bungie, and I think what really pissed people off was hiding the shaders behind a paywall.
Yeah.
That, you had shaders that weren't broken in Destiny 1. Granted, you couldn't put different colors on different pieces of armor.
Yeah.
But, you could have done something right by the players and give them that option and still have them collect through gameplay, not... You can collect most of them through gameplay, but just having the option to pay for it is just dirty.
Yeah.
And microtransactions is a topic for another day.
Yeah. So one of the games that you mentioned earlier, because the game showcase part of the show.
Yep.
Anthem. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yep. All right.
I'm hanging out for it.
BioWare's little baby.
Yeah. If Cyberpunk 2077 comes out at the same time, I'll probably get them both.
Yeah.
But I'll probably prioritise Anthem.
Yeah, look, I don't know. That was a hard one for me because I love CD Projekt Red so much. But yeah, I guess so. What Anthem, man, BioWare's, as I said, BioWare's little baby. Everything that BioWare is actually riding on this game at the moment because they had such a unsuccessful game with Mass Effect Andromeda. Commercially, it wasn't a great success. Critically, it wasn't a great success. We all remember, you've heard us before say all the problems that it had.
Yeah.
They've been fixed, and now you know what really annoys me now that I'm actually talking about this? You know what really pisses me off? That this Game of the Year edition bullshit.
I was waiting for you to say people that can't drive and...
People can't drive and...
Yeah, then you get really angry.
What really pisses me off, right, is this Game of the Year edition business. You release the game, you tack on all this useless DLC to it, and then when it's meant to be cheaper, you release it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, piss off. I didn't want to pay $99 or $79 when you came out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay it again.
Yeah, it's just the exact same game. You get nothing extra. So.
It's just infuriates me. So every time I'm in the store and I go new game and I see I don't know, Overwatch Game of the Year edition, I'm like, go away.
Yeah.
It's not Overwatch, but one of them,
yeah.
That I just saw recently. I can't put my finger on it. And I went, what are you doing as a Game of the Year? You didn't even sell 1 million copies. Piss off.
Yeah, that's why
that's what I really
release
think.
It like that. Because then people get suckered into buying it.
Yeah. It just annoys me as, I just think of a teenager, a young teenager, because I would expect a 14, 15-year-old to have a bit more brain capacity. But a small 13-year-old or a 12-year-old, I know they're not teenage, but just stick with me. That they go to the store and they might just see it and go, they'll get their parents to buy it. Parents don't know any better. They spend $129 on this Game of the Year edition. The kid, if he had actually searched for it, you could have gotten the base game at $20 and then bought all the DLC for $60 and saved himself $60.
Yeah.
That's what annoys me. I think of the children.
Will somebody please think of the children?
Somebody please think of the children. Children and just, parents out there that don't know much about gaming and get duped into buying these Game of the Year editions, man. That just really annoys me. Sorry, I went full on aggro then, but I had to say
So
that.
what game are you most anticipating this year?
This year? Holy crap, I haven't even thought of that. The most anticipated game...
For you personally?
Maybe... Oh, God. I don't even know what's coming out, eh? I'd probably say God of War at the moment. It's between Spider-Man and God of War, I'd say.
Yeah, I actually forgot about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man because of Insomniac, and they make... They make great games.
The fight mechanics on that just look epic.
Yeah.
And the fact that I like the fact that you're in between battles, you're also able to control how the battle goes. You know what I mean? When you've got to press A at the right time, or X.
So you mean quick time events?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it looks like they've done quick time events properly.
Yeah.
That you know what game you need to play. If you like, it's a game all about quick time events. It's called
Xenoblade?
No. Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit in the US. It's available in the PS4 store. It's old, but I guarantee if you play it, you'll have a great time. It's awesome, like set piece moments. There is gameplay, there is quick time events, but it's one of the first games to actually have quick time events in it. And it was done very well. So if you like murder mystery and a bit of like, well, a lot of sci-fi, check it out. I really highly recommend that game. That game was actually bought to my sister bought me that game back in the day. But yeah, going back to anticipated games. Nah, I'll take God of War, man. At the moment, God of War it has all the pieces to be a blockbuster game. The scale of the world snake when it reveals itself, I was like, whoa.
I also like that they're bringing Kratos' son into this as well.
Athena. Yeah, Kratos, man. Like that's a shitty character. I didn't mind him in God of War 1 because it was introduced and he was angry and there was a reason why he was angry. Then it got just subsequently
more ludicrous.
Yeah, it was like, dude, okay, you avenged like whoever. I can't even remember the story. It was so dumb, but it was a fun game.
Because he's wasn't he forced to kill his wife and child?
Yeah, he was, and that's why he has the white and the red things.
Yeah.
Like the red markings. Obviously, the chains came because of Olympus. I think Chains of Olympus. It's been so long since I played them. Anyhow, I like it that they've gone back to a more sort of over the shoulder camera view. It's not so much now like isometric in a loose sense, like fixed camera sort of thing.
Yeah, I think they've done that so that you actually feel like you're there witnessing it. You know what I mean? That's why they've done the over the shoulder. Yeah,
well, I read that there is no, I think, loading screens during the game. There's no cuts. Like everything is just sort of like free flowing motion. So what I mean by that is that you would be walking down a forest and then all of a sudden I reckon you'll get the black vignettes sort of like to go into the cutscene. Yeah. But it's like continuous take. Yeah. Which I find quite interesting. It's like filmography coming into play.
Yeah, I wonder how much that will lag it a bit, you know.
Well, not if you have a PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, but if people don't, then it might lag them a little bit.
Well, why do they still have old technology?
No, they should have a 4K TV.
4K TV?
And a PS4 Pro.
I know, it's not so much to ask. Like, you have credit cards.
Yeah,
come on, just get yourself into debt. Like, you call yourself a true gamer? I think not. Anyhow, so yeah, God of War for me, man, looks excellent. The story with his son, his wife, I'm presuming that I don't know if she's dead or is she. I don't know. It just looks interesting. I've been sort of media blackout on it. I saw the E3 trailer and I said, that's it. I don't need to know anymore. Like I will enjoy this game. Yeah. So I can't wait for it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to discuss before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, like just incidentally, Horizon Zero Dawn released this time last year. Yeah. Ended up being, one of our favorite games of last year. It actually won Best Story at the DICE Awards recently.
The storyline was really good.
Yeah.
The expansion though.
Frozen Wilds, I didn't try it. I just I have problems with expansions. They just annoy me.
I don't.
I sound so angry. I'm not angry. I just want to play the game and then go. Like if it's an actual expansion, like Diablo 2 and then Lord of Destruction, or actually Diablo 3 doesn't have an expansion. No, BlizzCon maybe. Anyhow,
no, it's going to be Diablo 4. Again.
Man, I hope so. Yeah. God, it's time, Blizzard. It's really time.
I need to get back to the roots of Diablo though in Diablo 4. Yeah,
but the thing is, they're not going to make it more realistic, like in terms of graphics, because
I don't mean that. I mean like the story when it was more engaging in the runes that you could get, and
Oh, like Diablo 2, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, Diablo 2 was a far superior game.
Yeah.
Not mechanically, but just like story-wise and world-wise and lore-wise.
Yeah.
So pretty much a better game than Diablo 3. But Diablo 3 did have better mechanics at the end. Yeah. It took them a while to get there. Remember the real money auction house?
That was a travesty.
Jesus.
They need to combine the good parts of Diablo 3 and everything about Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And make it Diablo 4.
Dude, just remaster Diablo 2. Just do that.
Yeah.
That's a license to print money. License to print money. Like, same as the World of Warcraft Legacy servers that are going to launch.
Yeah.
That's another license to print more money. Because I'm sure all the people that got pissed off at the Burning Crusade or even Cataclysm are gonna might come back to it. And not all of them, but some might. You know, I'm interested to play it a couple of months again.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We're both interested to go back on there. I know both my brothers will be, so... I
think... you know what I remember the most about World of Warcraft? The first time you walk into Ironforge. Just that's one of the first times that you've walked from an outside area into an inside area without a loading screen. You can see to the back of the Ironforge where everything is, and you're just walking in, and it's like...
The thing that I remember most is the Molten Core.
Molten Core? The raid, right?
Raid, yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Raiding that every week. It was good.
You enjoy a bit of raiding?
I do.
And
pillaging.
Terrible.
Anyway, guys, on that note... Alright guys, now on to our last segment, which is our critical condition segment, which has been revived.
Critical condition revived!
So the game that's in critical condition is Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Survive.
Metal Gear Solid is fine, man.
I was going to say that's...
that game is fine. There's nothing wrong with Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Survive.
Metal Gear Survive.
Which got a 6.5 on IGN.
6.5 on IGN. This game, critically, not receiving the best of scores. A lot of people like the gameplay. The gameplay, I don't think, is the problem. I haven't personally played it, so I will never bag the gameplay. I just think it's in a critical... I don't even have a personal opinion on the game. Like, the game is not the issue. Not even... Konami is not even the issue. The issues that I want to present is that it's getting really bad scores. And there's a reason for that.
Yeah. That
I think this game is just an unwanted game. It has no reason to exist.
Yeah. Well, we had one subscriber that actually commented on it.
Yeah.
He was saying that it's a bit hard to get into.
Like as a single player, but then...
but then...
the multiplayer is hard to get into, but once you do a little bit of single player, you can...
It opens up a bit.
Yeah.
But I think that's another reason why, because people, if they want to play multiplayer, they want to get straight into multiplayer.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through a little bit of single player, then get into the multiplayer, and do some more single player when you need to get better like equipment and stuff like that. I think that's probably why it's getting these reviews.
Yeah, look, as I said before, I see the gameplay, I just don't get it. Yeah. Like, it, even as a zombie game, it just doesn't look fun.
Yeah.
You've got all these bars of, like, hunger and thirst, and like, it's basically like a roguelike survival game in the Metal Gear Solid engine. There's just so much better survival games out there, like with cheaper graphics, and that people actually want to play.
Yeah.
When you attach the prestigious name of Metal Gear onto a game, you're expecting balls to the wall crazy story, amazing gameplay, amazing cutscenes. You're expecting a quality of game that is far above the average.
I was going to say, most people expect it to be here, and currently
it's there because it feels to me that it has the Metal Gear Solid name or Metal Gear name, just to try and sell a few copies.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm not trying to be harsh against the people that made it. I don't give a rat's ass who made it.
Yeah.
I really don't care. And I don't. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, sorry, is that I'm not bagging them. It's their choice to make that game. The gameplay looks great. It's just that nobody wants this game.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, as a company, if you don't understand your target audience when you attach the Metal Gear name to it,
And it's not going to succeed.
you're not doing yourself the best of favors. And that's all I'm saying. That's why I think the Metal Gear franchise is in a critical condition or critical state.
Yeah.
Because the company that has the rights to them don't know who the hell they're making the game for.
Yeah.
Now, if this Metal Gear Solid... Sorry, I keep saying Solid. If this Metal Gear game had a semblance of a story or a continuation or something to do, not like a spin-off of Metal Gear Solid 5, but an actual like continuation of a story or a prequel, or if it had Snake, man... If it had Snake, people would be back into it. Or Big Boss.
Well, Snake is a zombie.
Snake as a zombie. Hell, okay, put Snake as a zombie. At least he's there. Or I don't know. It's just not interesting.
Yeah.
And it's not what the Metal Gear franchise deserves. It deserves a better game. It had a pedigree. It's sort of like what happened to Final Fantasy when 13 got released. You had all these great games. Arguably, number 12, a lot of people... That's when they started dividing their audience, right?
Yeah.
They made 13. They made 13 3 times.
Yeah.
They finally got it. Nobody cares about like LCs and FALCs and and none of that crap. Everybody loved Lightning. Lightning was not the problem of the game.
Yeah, it was just...
The problem of that game is that the rest of the characters were absolute trash.
And the nemesises weren't that great either.
Dude,
so.
like, what's his name? Hope. Who the hell? Get away from me. Like, I can't even remember the bad Australian voice acted woman.
Yeah, I know the one you're
not
talking about.
Penelo's also a bit weak in 12, but she was okay. She wasn't this woman.
Yeah. No, I can't remember.
Zach, I think, with the guy with the afro and the little bird.
Yeah.
I think his name was Zach. Like, anyway.
Zeke.
Zach. Yeah, then you had Snow.
Yeah.
What is this shit? Sorry, I just...
You got off on a tangent.
That game just annoys me every time I remember it. It had the most beautiful graphics I've ever seen in a game. To this day, they hold up. Just the story was so shit.
Yeah.
That oh God. God, thank Christ they're not making any more 13s. And 14, well, that was the online. 15, I don't know. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not the greatest.
Yeah. But look, the story is infinitely... At the moment, it has no story where I'm at. But it's already more interesting than what 13 ever was.
Yeah.
Like...
Once you get into it,
dude, I keep going back to, FALC, LAC, LC. Give it a proper name so I can remember them.
Yeah, it was just all too similar.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry. Coming back to Metal Gear. I just think it's a disservice to the Metal Gear name to have a game score so poorly and being in the franchise. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm saying it's a bad state. Yeah. I'm not saying I hate it. I don't care for it. If it did great, I'd be like, awesome. I'm glad it did great. I'm still not going to play it. That's what I'm just presenting something.
Personal preference. That's all it comes down to. But yeah, guys, if you got anything to add on that, just leave them in the comments box. At least we got a comment that was defending the game last week, and we really appreciated that. So,
let us know what other franchise you think is in critical condition, and if you want us to talk about it, because I know a lot about games, and I can tell you my opinions on games. They can be quite polarizing, but at the end of the day, they're my opinions.
He gets very angry sometimes. I
do. I get, because I'm passionate about the medium and the. You can just tell so many better stories than Final Fantasy 13. Oh my God!
Anyway, guys, if you've got any comments, suggestions, anything at all, leave them in the comment box below.
And if you want us to email us, you can find us on askuscc@gmail.com.
Which is also in the comments description box down below.
That's okay. So until next time, guys, have a great night, and yeah.
We'll See you next week.